I've been up all day. I'm finally on my setup, and this video instantly popped up into my recommended feed, and it's called The Consumerism Generation. Now, based off the title, I can already assume that this is probably going to talk about people buying like Matcha, the popular like Labubu things or whatever. Just the fact that a lot of people, when something is trending, they want to buy it instantly. So without further ado, without wasting any time, let's just watch the video.
Growing up in a generation where a couple of the main hopes past generations had are gone, the ability to be financially free and clear all your debt isn't happening for most people in our generation. The people at the top know this so much, it's now common to have buy now and pay later everywhere. Like, they added that to DoorDash. If this isn't a sign to wake up people, then I don't know what is. Shoot, the average person in Gen Z who wants a new car is going to be paying off that thing for the next 10 years. I think you sign a little bit of your soul away when you sign that lease. So the way Gen Z has been coping with this and trying to get away from these thoughts is with what we call consumerism.
You know what's crazy? That's literally like my life dream goal. Just be financially stable to where I can live comfortably for the rest of my life. You know how when you were like a kid, you were always thought, all right, by the time I'm like 20, I'm going to move out, live comfortably on my own, chilling. And then you're finally 20 and you realize that the economy is not the greatest. You can barely buy food. You can barely afford things. So you're just like, maybe I need a couple more years before I can be financially stable.
And no matter what or where you are in life, everyone contributes to it. Like when you buy something that makes you happy, that is technically a part of consumerism. But the problem is when you have to keep buying things or the best new thing that's trending on TikTok to be at peace. And just to make it clear, consumerism isn't only a Gen Z or millennial thing, like it's existed for past generations. You may have seen your grandparents or someone old in your family watching the QVC channel, which is quite literally a channel that just sells you stuff, like that's all their content. And when you see old people watching this, they're in a trance. As soon as they pull up a word to order the item, they move faster than they have the past 15 years to buy it. But no, Gen Z is much smarter. Instead of having a TV channel control us, we have a much more valuable and educational source doing it. TikTok live streams.
I can't lie, anytime I see one of these TikTok lives, I just instantly scroll away. I'm not gonna buy whatever product they're trying to sell me because I'm already uninterested as is. Like, I remember as a kid, I feel like my parents would have that channel on, the QVC channel, where they would just see if they could buy like a nice earring or like a nice necklace for like $20 and they would call the number instantly. But I was never like interested on buying like the newest thing. I never was. That might just be me, and I feel like many people could relate to that, but I genuinely don't understand the hype with like trying to buy the newest thing. Because what, you saw it on TikTok? Like, I don't know. Maybe because it's stuff that's not interesting for me. The whole like Labubu stuff, I just don't get the hype with that shit. I can't lie. Same with Matcha too. I can't lie. I don't understand the hype with either of those things. So then when these like TikTok shop lives show up and they're trying to sell me like shorts that are probably going to be fucked in a week because I'm going to dry clean them, they're going to be too short for me to fit. It's like, I'm not interested. And I don't know how people are falling for this. I'm guessing it's like people in their 40s that have TikTok to try to be cool. I don't know. This to me is just so off-putting that I just scroll away. Real question, do people actually get paid to try to sell you? I feel like they have to get paid for this, right? Like, there's no way you're just doing this on a random TikTok fucking live and not get paid. Like, at least I hope they're getting paid, right? Like, they gotta be making like decent money if they're doing this shit, right?
The difference between past generations versus newer generations is the amount of ads we get. In the past, you were mainly seeing ads through TV commercials and hearing them on the radio. Typical stuff we're used to, billboards and posters on walls. Most people ignored them, but it was definitely easier for advertisers to reach certain audiences. We all remember certain commercials collectively growing up and they've become memes of their own. Just want to say, Fushigi, that was a scam.
Bro, I already knew that these things were a scam, man. It's like the classic 2000s thing to make a ball somehow look cool so that way kids could buy the product. Like, I already knew that shit fake. Luckily for me, I never bought one of these because as a kid, I wasn't that fucking stupid. Like, I still was a stupid kid, but I wasn't this stupid to where like I was telling my parents, yo, I wanted to buy this ball.
And sometimes apps like YouTube and Twitter offer a subscription where you can lower the amount of ads you see but not completely remove them. If you're someone that buys something, whether that be Netflix or Twitter or YouTube or something where you're still seeing ads but you see less of it,
you're completely insane.
I'll never understand that. Just pay a couple more bucks to completely get rid of the ads and it'll help you way more.
The thing is though, it just depends. Because for example, on Netflix, WWE is on there. And so the only benefit to have no ads on Netflix is just for me to watch WWE with no ads. Unless I'm tripping because I don't really use Netflix these days. I'm usually just consuming way too much YouTube for my own sanity, so I couldn't tell you. But anytime I tune into an episode of Monday Night Raw, I don't mind the ads because I'm already used to it back when it was on cable anyways. So for me, it's already like whatever. But I get what he's trying to mean. But to my knowledge, I don't think you're getting ads on like a fucking Netflix episode or some shit. I don't know. I haven't used the app in so long.
On TikTok now, you notice a lot more of the TikTok shop on your For You page. And people will put a link for a product in any video, even if it has nothing to do with it. Like, it'll be a clip of a streamer doing something on stream, and then you'll see linked an ad to buy some headphones.
If I'm not mistaken, these are usually just collaborations that these clips channels do. So that way, whoever buys it, they get like a certain percentage out of it and people fall for it. Don't buy stuff from the TikTok shop. Most of the time, it's pretty not useful. Like, I haven't seen one good product off the TikTok shop, and I'm barely even on the app anymore these days.
Same thing with places like YouTube as well. People have been getting pissed off at YouTube because they've just kept adding more and more ads to things, especially now that they've cracked down on ad blockers. And I know people still get around them, but you know, they keep cracking down on them and you have to find different ways to do it. Some people get an ad when watching YouTube on a TV when they just pause the video.
I have never seen this, and I watch YouTube on my TV, so I might be one of the lucky ones. But this might be a hot take. But if you're a YouTuber with like, let's say 100K subscribers, you should just get YouTube Premium for free. I feel like that's so much better because yes, there's going to be people that pay for it like myself. Like, I pay for YouTube Premium and me and a bunch of people use it, so I don't mind paying the $20 a month because I only pay for like 4 subscriptions realistically, so it's like whatever, I don't really care for it. But if you're a YouTuber with that amount of subscribers, you should get it for free, and I don't feel like that's a hot take. That should be a fact of life.
And the thing that gets our generation is buying anything that's trending. A perfect example of it is Labubus. Not a single person can tell me where they even came from and the day they even found out about them, but they'll have a whole collection of them already.
Why the fuck do they look like the shit that I would see in a YouTube thumbnail for like 3 a.m. calling Labubus, guys? And it's just like this fucking image right here. Like, I actually don't understand the hype with this shit. I can't lie to you, chat. I didn't hear about this until my friend, whose personality is basically a white girl, was telling me about it. I'm like, brother, who is buying this shit? Please tell me, who's actually sitting here looking at this? I'm like, bro, I need that.
Same thing with matcha as well. And it's so funny because matcha has already been a thing for so long. Like in Japan, they've been having matcha for literal centuries. But just because it started to take over everywhere online, we've officially been draining the world supply of matcha and are running out.
I will never understand the hype with that, man. I can't lie to you. Just get a latte or coffee. I don't get the hype. It's fucking green. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not fucking socializing enough, or I don't fucking know, dude. Like, I genuinely don't get it. What's so good about matcha that I actually have to buy it instead of my usual Dunkin' Donuts order? I'd rather get my usual Dunkin' coffee or my Dunkin' refresher instead of trying something new that I might not even like. Because people really just be buying shit for the trends. They probably throw that shit out afterwards. They know, all right, look guys, it's me, I got a matcha, and they get like 1 million views. They probably throw that shit out afterwards.
While it is true that younger generations do spend more money on random we eat out more on average and spend money on things I showed like
Matcha Divine Chocolate Crumb Cookie.
Play that shit back, bro. Who is actually buying that? What the fuck was that TikTok? What the fuck is this? What is this? What is this? Who's buying this? Who is genuinely buying this and eating this, man? Crumble Cookie? Yo, they really running out of ideas, huh? Fun fact, I've never had a crumble cookie before, but I know somebody else, I think my homegirl had. She was like really gassing that shit up like, you ain't fooling me, bro.
You also have social media personas, and everyone's gotta look like one of them. You either gotta dress like Cardi, look like a white 2K baddie, anything new that can pop up. They even have a new meme.
The performative male final boss. Okay, but what's wrong with wired headphones, though? That shit is actually aura. Yo, I see this haircut fucking everywhere. I've actually never seen somebody wear New Balances before. I've never seen that shit before. I don't know any of these fucking books. What are these fits? Air One? Who the fuck is going to Air One, bro? Yo, who actually got money to where they can actually get shit at Air One, man? That shit's expensive. Sony camera. I mean, that's not shocking. A Sony CDR in the big 2.5? Ain't no fucking way, bro.
Which is pretty much a guy who tries to emulate anything that'll impress the host. It's mandatory. It includes Matcha, a book about feminism, and you listening to Lana Del Rey.
Bro, this can't be the new patch, bro. This actually cannot be the new patch to get some huzz your way, man. You're never catching me wearing this fit and having a matcha, bro. Or whatever the fuck they're called, dude. Like, you can't tell me this is for trolls, right? Like, it's gotta be for the trolls, right? Like, what the fuck? They're ruining the aura of wired headphones. Wired headphones have so much fucking aura, and this right here just gives like negative 5 billion aura, man. This shit's trash. This shit is actually fucking doo-doo buns, man.
And now with our unlimited thirst for collecting anything new that's popping for a month, people will have full stacks of something in the span of a week. In the past for hoarders, it usually took them years to build up their collection. And now it's sped up faster than ever. There are still people with closets full of Stanley cups. As we go on, the dumber the item we collect.
I actually also don't get the hype with Stanley cups either, bro. Like, it's just a basic ass fucking water bottle, dude. I did not get the hype. When this shit was popping, I think I was like in my first year of college or like just graduating high school when this shit was popping. I don't get it. It's just a normal fucking water bottle, dude. Maybe because for me, I'm not the type of person to just go buy something because it's trendy. To me, it's just like whatever. I don't give a shit. The only things I care about is the things that I want to buy. I feel like this type of consumerism doesn't really affect me because I'm not buying the most popular thing right now. I could give less of a fuck. But I think I'm going to leave it at that. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing and liking the video if you do enjoy. We're on the road to 5K, so anything helps. Please and thank you. I appreciate y'all that do it, that like the videos, that subscribe. I appreciate you all, and I'm out. Bye.